Picture this. It's 11:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. You are lying in bed, the blue light of your phone illuminating your face in the dark. You aren't tired, or at least your brain refuses to shut down. You've had a long, stressful day where nothing seemed to go right. Your boss was annoying, the commute was terrible, and you felt that low-level hum of anxiety that seems to be the soundtrack of modern life. So you open that app. You know the one. Maybe it's Amazon, maybe it's ASOS, or maybe it's just Instagram showing you an ad for a gadget you didn't know you needed 3 seconds ago. Your thumb hovers. You see the discount code. You see the "only 3 left in stock" warning. You feel a sudden, sharp spike of excitement. It's a physical sensation, a little rush of heat in your chest. You imagine yourself owning this thing. You imagine how it will fix your life, how it will make you look cooler, more organized, or more like that aesthetic version of yourself you keep saving to your Pinterest boards. You hit buy now. The order is confirmed. For a brief, shining moment, you feel absolute relief. You feel in control. But then, fast forward 3 days. The box arrives, you tear it open, look at the item, and feel nothing. Actually, that's not true. You feel a heavy, sinking weight in your stomach. You realize you have to pay for this. You realize you don't actually have space for it. The dopamine is gone, and you are left with the cardboard carcass of your poor decision-making. We need to have a serious conversation about the way you are bleeding out your potential, one transaction at a time. The spending habit destroying your future isn't necessarily buying a latte every morning, and it isn't failing to clip coupons. It is emotional spending. It is the habit of using consumption to patch holes in your soul that money cannot fill. You are caught in a cycle of retail therapy, a cute name for a destructive addiction that is keeping you broke, stressed, and stuck in the same place year after year. You are trying to buy a new identity because you are uncomfortable sitting in the silence of your current reality. You look at your bank account and you see numbers, but what you should be seeing is time. Every dollar you spend on garbage you don't need is an hour of your life you slaved away for, never to return. You are trading your freedom for clutter. Let's get real for a second. The system is rigged against you, and you are falling for it every single time. You think you're making choices, but you are actually a puppet dancing to an algorithm's tune. Marketing geniuses and behavioral psychologists spend billions of dollars every year to figure out exactly what color button makes you click, what sound makes you trust a site, and what specific insecurity to target at 2 a.m. when your willpower is depleted. They know you better than you know yourself. They know that when you are lonely, you buy clothes. They know that when you feel inadequate, you buy tech. They know that when you are burnt out, you buy convenience. You are not a customer to them. You are a data point to be harvested. And right now, you are making it easy for them. You are acting like a mindless consumer drone instead of the protagonist of your own life. You complain about being broke. You make memes about waiting for payday, but then you turn around and swipe your card for a vibe, for a momentary flex, for a hit of chemicals that evaporates before the receipt even prints. This isn't just a discipline problem. This is a biology problem. Let's talk about what is actually happening inside your skull when you shop. It all comes down to a neurotransmitter called dopamine. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical, the feeling you get when you eat the cake or wear the shoes. That is wrong. Science tells us that dopamine is actually the molecule of anticipation. It is the craving, the pursuit, the hunt. In the prehistoric days, this kept us alive. It motivated us to hunt the mammoth or find the berries. Your brain rewards the pursuit because it thinks you are securing resources for survival. But here is the glitch. Your primitive brain cannot tell the difference between hunting a gazelle on the savannah and hunting a pair of limited edition sneakers on your iPhone. When you see the item, your dopamine spikes. It screams, "Get this and you will survive. Get this and you will be happy." But the moment you actually possess the item, the dopamine crashes. This is called the reward prediction error. You predicted a massive, life-changing reward, but you just got a pair of shoes. So you feel empty. And what do you do to fix the emptiness? You go hunting again. It gets worse because of something called neuroplasticity. This is your brain's ability to rewire itself based on what you do repeatedly. Every time you feel stressed, cortisol spikes, and you immediately open a shopping app to soothe yourself. Dopamine hit. You are physically carving a highway in your brain, connecting stress to spend. You are cementing a neural pathway that says, when I feel bad, spending money makes me feel good. Over time, this becomes automatic. You don't even think about it anymore. You have a bad meeting, you buy lunch. You have a fight with your partner, you buy a video game. You feel ugly, you buy makeup. You have trained your brain to believe that the solution to every internal emotional problem is an external financial transaction. You are literally wiring yourself to stay poor. You are building a prison of debt and clutter, and the bars are made of your own habits. So, how do we break out of this? How do we stop the bleeding? It requires a massive, fundamental identity shift. You have to stop identifying as a consumer. A consumer is passive. A consumer is a mouth waiting to be fed, a wallet waiting to be drained. A consumer looks for happiness on a store shelf. You need to shift your identity to become an architect. An architect builds. An architect plans. An architect understands that resources are limited and must be used to construct something that lasts. You need to look in the mirror and say, I am not the kind of person who buys things to impress people I don't like. I am the kind of person who buys freedom. This isn't about being cheap. It's about being ruthless with your resources so you can be generous with your life. You need to start viewing money not as fun coupons, but as frozen time. That $100 shirt isn't just $100. If you make $20 an hour, that shirt is 5 hours of your life. Did you really want to work 5 hours, sit in traffic, deal with emails, tolerate that meeting, just to own a piece of cotton you'll wear 3 times? When you start calculating the cost of things in life units rather than currency, the urge to spend starts to look a lot less like fun and a lot more like theft. Here is the plan. We are going to interrupt the pattern. We are going to use friction to break the addiction. Step 1 is the 72-hour rule. From this moment on, you are forbidden from buying anything non-essential instantly. If you see something you want, you can add it to the cart, but you cannot check out. You must wait 72 hours. This is crucial because the dopamine half-life is short. In 3 days, that chemical rush of "I need this" will wash out of your system. You will look at the cart on Friday that you filled on Tuesday, and you will wonder, why did I even want this weird lamp? You will delete the item, and you will have saved yourself money and regret. This gives your prefrontal cortex, the logical, rational part of your brain, time to come online and override the emotional lizard brain. Step 2 involves digital hygiene. You are going to make it annoying to spend money. Right now, it's too easy. Apple Pay, one-click checkout, saved credit card info, it's all designed to be frictionless so you don't have time to think. You need to add the friction back in. Delete every shopping app from your phone. Yes, even that one. Remove your saved credit card details from your browser. Make it so that if you want to buy something, you have to physically get up, find your wallet, walk across the room, and type in the 16 digits manually. You would be amazed at how many purchases you will abandon simply because you are too lazy to get off the couch. That laziness is now your financial savior. Unsubscribe from the email lists. Those flash sale emails are not opportunities. They are bait. Unsubscribe, delete, block. Protect your headspace. Step 3 is the inventory audit. Go to your closet, your garage, or that junk drawer in the kitchen. Pull everything out. Look at the pile of stuff you bought in the last year. Look at the clothes with the tags still on them. Look at the gadgets gathering dust. I want you to physically touch these things and calculate how much money is sitting there wasted. That pile isn't just clutter. It represents vacations you didn't take, investments you didn't make, and peace of mind you don't have. Feel the disgust of that waste. Let that disgust fuel you. You don't need more stuff. You need to appreciate what you already have. Use the things you own until they fall apart. There is a swagger in owning old things that you have maintained, a confidence that comes from not needing the new model to feel valid. Now, I want you to close your eyes and visualize something. I want you to meet your future self 5 years from now. Imagine two versions of this person. Version A continued down the path you are on right now. Version A is drowning. They are living paycheck to paycheck, terrified of looking at their bank balance. They are surrounded by piles of trendy clothes and cool gadgets, but they look exhausted. Their cortisol levels are through the roof because they are carrying the heavy, suffocating backpack of debt. They can't quit the job they hate because the credit card bill is due. They are trapped. They look at you with eyes full of resentment because you didn't stop the cycle when you had the chance. Now look at version B. Version B applied the brakes. Version B decided to become an architect. This version of you walks with a lightness in their step. They wear simple clothes, but they radiate confidence. They have a savings account that acts as a fortress against the chaos of the world. If the car breaks down, they don't panic. They just pay for it. If they want to take a month off to travel or learn a new skill, they can, because they bought their freedom instead of buying status symbols. They are calm. They are secure. They look at you with gratitude. They are thanking you for the sacrifices you made, for the no you said to the impulse buys, so that they could say yes to a life of options. Which version are you building? Every time you tap your card, you are voting for one of these futures. This is the motivational high point, the moment where you realize that you are powerful. You have been sold a lie that you are defined by what you own, but you are actually defined by what you overcome. You have the power to rewire your brain. You have the neuroplasticity to change. You can retrain yourself to get a dopamine hit from watching your savings grow rather than watching your closet expand. Imagine the feeling of checking your bank account and seeing a comma. Imagine the feeling of knowing that no matter what happens, a recession, a job loss, a crisis, you are going to be okay because you built a safety net. That feeling is better than any designer handbag. That feeling is better than any new gaming console. That is the feeling of true sovereignty. You are taking the controller back. You are no longer an NPC in the economy. You are the player. So here is your directive. The next time you feel that itch, that urge to spend because you are bored, sad, or insecure, stop, breathe, recognize the trap. Say to yourself, I am not buying this feeling. I am building my future. Put the phone down, go for a walk, create something, work out, call a friend, do anything that gives you real dopamine, not the cheap synthetic kind you have to pay for. Your money is your army. Stop sending your soldiers out to die for things that don't matter. Keep them home. Let them multiply. Let them fight for your freedom. This is the start of your new life, a life where you own your stuff and your stuff doesn't own you. You have the tools. You understand the science. You see the trap. Now walk around it. Don't let another dollar leave your account without a fight. If you are ready to stop spending and start building, if you are ready to choose your future self over your current impulses, then make a commitment right now. Do not just scroll to the next video. Put the phone down and go delete one shopping app. Just one. Do it now. Prove to yourself that you are in control. Your future is waiting for you, and it's expensive, so you better start saving for it. Get to work.